birthday wishes. Actually, it was yesterday. I turned 30 years old. I need all the support I can get. It's a tough age. Everyone's getting married. Like, everyone is getting married, and it's cool. And I'm going to 1 million weddings. All of my friends are going to 1 million weddings. And we're just getting too good at going to weddings. For example, last weekend I was at a wedding and they did the bouquet toss, and I had to take out my phone and record it because it was the craziest, most ravenous group of girls I'd ever seen. They had been training for months. Like, they were just jacked. They were like bench pressing each other. But the weirdest thing was, when they did the bouquet toss, the girl who caught the bouquet was wide open, and I couldn't figure out why. So I went back to the footage on my phone, and 2 other girls set pics for this girl. These girls were running the triangle offense out there. And everyone's getting good at registries. I don't know if you know, our generation, we don't like to do anything, so we just do these online registries that make it easy to buy our friends presents. But everyone's getting good at beating me to it. I get to the registry, and there's nothing left that's reasonable. It's either like a $2 spoon rest or a $600 Ninja blender. So then I have to buy 900 things so I don't look like a cheapskate. And then I get like a 9-page thank you letter back from a friend. It's like, thank you for the spoon rest and the 3 chopsticks and the Dr. Scholl's insole and the paper clips. How'd you know we love blue paper clips? Everyone's getting married. I'm happy for them. It's great. And for my 30th birthday, the thing is I've been going in a lot of debt for all these weddings. I'm happy to do it. I had to hitchhike here tonight. That's how much I was. But I've been buying plane tickets, hotel rooms, trains, gifts on the registries, not the Ninja blender, but everything else. And for my 30th birthday, people are saying, Charlie, what do you want for your birthday? And I told everybody the same thing. Don't get married. That would be like writing me a check for $1,000. We have some cake here tonight. Yes. Announcements, cake here tonight. I had cake last night, and you blow out the candles, and everyone says like, make a wish, and my wish was just, everyone please elope. Just. No, I'm happy to do it. It's a good time. But the thing is that there's just no end in sight. I keep getting, every time I check my mail, it's just flooded with save the dates, just falling out. And I realize that, like, at this point, getting a save the date is like getting served for a lawsuit. It shows up at your house, unannounced, requires that you be somewhere at a random place and time that's not movable. And then if you don't wear a tie, people automatically assume you're a degenerate. And, I try to preface all these jokes with I'm happy for my friends because I know I come off a little bit negative when I talk about this. But it's got to the point now where I'm happy to be invited to every wedding. But when I find out that I haven't been invited to a wedding, I find myself reacting exactly the same as a girl who's just been proposed to. I'm like, what? What an amazing surprise! I can't wait to call my parents with the news. And when I do get invited, I've noticed this trend. It's a cost-effective trend, I guess, but I never get a +1 on my invitations. And I go to the wedding, and my married friends are there, and their spouses are, of course, there, so they've gotten the +1. But it just sends this clear message that, Charlie, you can bring a guest to a wedding when you have a wife. And I'm cool with that, but I've started to send a message of my own. So when I give them gifts now, I just give them half of a present. Dear Joe and Stacy, congratulations on your beautiful day. Please enjoy the enclosed iPad charger. You will receive the iPad when I have a wife. In the event your marital status should change, I have enclosed a self-addressed stamped envelope for the charger. And my wedding is going to be, the politics of my wedding are going to be tough because I have this bad habit. So I've been an adult now for 12 years, if you consider 18 an adult. And I have this bad habit where over the years I will put an arm around a buddy's shoulder and strongly hint that he will be a groomsman. You know, I'll just be like, you know what, man? One day you're going to be wearing a tux at my wedding. I've said that to like 40 dudes at this point. So now I have no choice but to make my wedding black tie. See, I told you you'd be wearing a tux at my wedding. I know, it's a black tie wedding at a Denny's. We're on a budget. Please make your selection. Omelet or flapjacks? Everyone's getting engaged, and technology has really changed everything with the whole wedding process. Like, engagements are just so elevated now. I met a girl who made a PowerPoint presentation for her boyfriend, letting him know what kind of ring she wanted when they proposed. Now, I haven't been invited to that wedding, but I like to think that this actually isn't a real thing. Like, I like to think there's more to this story, because I feel like to do something like that, I think maybe money's tight, and maybe they got Microsoft to sponsor their wedding or something. You know, like the PowerPoint for the rings, and you get there, and you know, the priest is like, thank you, friends and family, who made the cut on the Excel spreadsheet. The groom is now going to read the vows on this brand new Surface Pro 3 tablet. Darling, loving you is as easy as upgrading to Windows 8. And like, Facebook has changed the game. Everyone has to have an engagement photo shoot before. I don't know, maybe that was a thing before social media, but now everyone has engagement photo shoots. And it's just always just so unnatural, you know? Like, every picture, it's like they're out in a field smelling a horse. Or there's like that obligatory shot of the ring that's just like so overproduced. It's like, here's the ring, and then each like fingernail is a vignette from their relationship. Like, this is our first date at Starbucks, and then my pointer fingers are third date at Olive Garden, and then my ring finger is an ultrasound surprise pregnancy photo. And that's the other thing. Now, this is the wedding phase, which is ongoing, but now it's babies. Everyone is having babies, and it's great. It's an adjustment for me. I have found it's kind of depressing. It's more likely now for a baby to show up at a party than the cops. But honestly, it's really the same thing. You have to turn the music down. You gotta put the drinks somewhere like away. There's gonna be a lot of crying. And probably a little vomiting.